Alright, so not too long ago today, the Tigresses, Nigeria's women's basketball team, were crowned champions of AfroBasket 2025. This is after defeating Mali in the final of the competition. So congratulations to the team. What this means is that they have won AfroBasket 5 times in a row. They're the first team to win 5 times in a row in this competition's history, and that basically makes them the greatest team in this competition's history, in my opinion. Now, altogether, the team has 7 AfroBasket titles. That's 4 away from the team with the most, that's Senegal with 11. But that being said, we are going to be talking about the game a little bit in this one. Also, a couple of awards that were given out at the end of the competition. We'll be talking about that. But first, of course, please make sure to like this video, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thank you very much. Nigeria's Tigresses, they defeat Mali in the final game of AfroBasket 2025. The final score was 78-64, 78 Tigresses and 64 Mali. To start the game, the Tigers kind of started poor. They started like they did against Senegal. They came out real flat, missing a whole number of opportunities, turning the ball over, and Mali took a lead early on. I believe they were up by 5 or 6 points at a period of time in the first quarter of the game. Ended the first quarter with a 5-point lead. Then you go into the second quarter, the team starts getting back into the game. They get a little bit of a lead going on, but at the ending of the quarter, Mali kind of pulled it back. Third quarter, I felt like we were doing pretty well, but at the same time, there were points in the game that it was like a 5-point lead, and we're trying to blow the game open with a 3-pointer. We miss. Mali go down, they hit a 3, or they get to the free throw line. So the game was kind of going back and forth like that. Us at the cusp of trying to blow the game open, and them just basically keeping the game close. Then you go to the fourth quarter, and I feel like this is where we exploded defensively. We did a good job. We got lucky at times. We gave up open threes throughout that fourth quarter. Let me keep it real. And our rebounding wasn't so good. I mean, there were periods of time that they got like 2 or 3 offensive rebounds in one go. And there was a point in that fourth quarter that I saw a player just allow the opponent to score, because it looked like they were just tired of not getting rebounds after stopping this team. So that was something that kind of showed its head during the game. But at the end of the day, great defense was played, and 17-8 that final fourth was, and that was basically what gave the Tigers the win and their 5th straight AfroBasket title right there. Now for some standout players, first you got to talk about Amy Okonkwo. It says she played 40 minutes. That means she didn't sit on the bench for 1 second during that game. That's crazy right there. And she had a really good game in my opinion. 19 points, 7 of 11 shooting, 4 for 7 for 3-pointers, 9 rebounds in the game, 3 assists, only 1 turnover. I felt like she was real good. I felt like Palace Kunaya Akpana gave us some good time. She played only 10 minutes, but she had 9 points, 4 for 5. All her points came from the inside, and they were big points. We needed those points when she put them in the basket. Then you have Promise Amukamara, only 8 points in the game, 3 for 8 shooting, but she was really good defensively, and she hit some timely shots. Only 3-pointers. She was 1 for 4. I don't know why I'm stammering, but she was 1 for 4 from 3, and her only 3 was a big 3 that kind of got the team going. And speaking of getting the team going, she also had 11 assists in the game, which is ridiculous right there. She was just 2 points away from a double-double in the game. But I felt like she did a great job of facilitating for her teammates and basically running the show. And then there was Mujanatu Musa, who I felt started real slow. We went to her early, but she was turning the ball over. Let me see how many turnovers she had at the end of the day. 3, which is pretty good, because I feel like all 3 of those came at the beginning of the game. But she went to the bench, came back in, and you can see improvements in her game. 9 points in total, 4 for 9 shooting. Also added 12 rebounds in the game. 5 of those were offensive rebounds. She had a pretty big offensive rebound late on in the game that got us a bucket. So I felt like she had a pretty good game. Then Ezinne Kalu, of course, we're gonna talk about the awards. I felt like she was snubbed for at least one of the awards. She had 20 points in the game, 7 for 13 shooting, 2 for 7 for threes. Both her threes were big threes. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and she also played some really good defense during the game. And then you have Victoria McCauley, another player that I felt was really big for the team during the competition, had some really good games. Of course, this is a player that missed the Olympics, also missed AfroBasket. Not too sure what was up with that situation, but came back into the team, and it looked like she never left. It looked like we wouldn't have won this competition without her on the team. The length she provides, the big time shot making that she provides, and I honestly don't think we win this competition without her. But when it comes to the game, played 18 minutes, not that much, but was on the court when the game ended, was on the court down the stretch, the important minutes of the game. Had 10 points, 4 for 8 shooting, also hit a 3-pointer in the game, went 1 for 3 from the 3-point. Now, one thing about Victoria McCauley is that I feel she underrates her size and the length that she has. I mean, she has a good wingspan. Sometimes when a player comes in the hole, you don't have to go for the block. You can just stand up vertical with your hands raised, and they're not going to get that point off. So I think she needs to kind of understand when you go for the block and when you just stand there and stand tall. I think that could really help her game. But I mean, this is a fantastic player. You don't really need to teach her much. She's just good to go, and definitely was a big part of this team getting this job done at the end of the day. But moving on, and when it comes to the awards, it's 2 awards that I'm going to be talking about, 2 kind of awards. The first one is the top 5, the best 5 players in the competition. So from what I saw, it was like they picked 2 guards and 3 forwards. The only player from the Tigers that made this team was Amy Okonkwo. Amy Okonkwo also was named MVP of the competition. So congratulations to Amy Okonkwo on that. This is back-to-back women's AfroBasket competitions that she has been named MVP for. So that's definitely tough right there. Congratulations once again to her. Now, I do have a little bit of a complaint when it comes to the top 5 players. I felt like from the work Ezinne Kalu did all through this competition, for her not to be on that team is a real shame. I mean, even Promise Amukamara kind of has a case to be on this team also. So it's kind of messed up that they didn't get that lookout right there, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, they get the trophy. Now, last but definitely not least, I got to talk about the head coach of the side, Rina Wakama. Rina Wakama did a fantastic job once again leading this team. I think the past couple of games kind of show you exactly what Rina Wakama is about. Always composed, always calm, never losing the plot. You look at the game against Senegal, we were down in the 4th quarter, and she was just calm as you like. She was not panicking, and she got the team out of the storm, got them to the win. You look at this game, we came out slow. She got the team back together, and she's not afraid to yell at her players. It's not like she's their best friend. She's there to get them better and get them to win games, and they understand that. I saw an interview, Amy Okonkwo was like, we'll run through a wall for her. And I really believe that because of the way she carries herself as a head coach of this team. So we definitely got to credit her a lot. We got to give her a lot of credit for the job that she has done. Congratulations to the girls. Congratulations to the coach, everybody involved with the team. Congratulations. Let's not forget, this team did not play at the last World Cup, the last FIBA World Cup, because some grown-ups, some adults decided to act like children and they were removed from the competition. So this is a team that has come a long way to where they are right now. So congratulations to them. Give them a shout out in the comment section. Make sure to like this video. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.